to anyone that this message showed up, there's something you need to know today, and I want to speak this from my heart. I know you're on a journey, and I know that many times you're embodying this warrior mentality because maybe you're working on a passion project, or maybe you're working on your dreams, or maybe you're dealing with a struggle in your life, or maybe you're going through a heartbreak or through a challenge in a relationship, or you're losing weight and you feel like nothing works out or is working out the way you would like. Doesn't matter where you are on this path, just listen to this today, my friend, because I felt so deeply inspired today to give you this kind of a, pat on your back and remind you that you're further than you think, that every effort counts, even when you can't see the results yet. One day they will show up and they will excite you, surprise you. Oh, look, my friend, it worked. Yeah, this day will come because it came for me too. I've started this journey as an artist, and today I'm actually sharing one of my paintings called The Flame of Life. May this inspire you that the fire lives within you. Ancient alchemists called it divine flame or the inner spark. I call it the flame of life. Enjoying it. You see, I'm on this path of an artist, of a teacher, of a mentor to many people. And I was at the point in the past where I actually set up a store. I wanted to sell my art so I could actually, support that journey. So I set up a store, I set up everything, and I was like the universe. I gave everything out. I made everything in my power and still nothing happened. For at least 6 months, no sale, nothing. But slowly, my work was getting better. And I remember one day, my phone was on the desk and I got this sound, ka-ching, on the phone. And that was the first sale on our store. And then from that moment on, slowly my work started selling. And my YouTube channel started growing. And then we started receiving offers and love from all around the world, slowly. But eventually things started coming through. So I came here to remind you, my friend, you are further than you think, because one day everything will just surprise you. Don't stop, because one day you will be surprised. You see, doubt is part of the journey. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing. I had so many doubts, and sometimes I still feel them. Sometimes I still sense them. But I know the universe has my back, and I know life supports me. And it supports you. Life supports you, and I know deep inside you know that. God has your back. You are not left out. You are not left behind. You are right on track. You're right on time. And having doubts it's healthy. It just means that you're pushing through limiting beliefs and you're still not sure if what you're doing is right. So actually in tune with the frequency that tells you, the resonance. That's why we have this intuitive sensation that we call resonance. When we say this doesn't resonate with me, or we say it does resonate with me, feel that and you will know that you are on the track. Just today I've been so inspired to make a guided meditation for abundance and wealth and for money, for prosperity. It's called More Money. And I just published it on our Patreon community. You can actually get it there. And when I was recording it and doing it, I felt such a strong energy that I was like, oh, I hope everyone can feel that. I hope everyone can feel that. Because when we in tune with that energy, we know that we are one with life. We are one with the universe. And that's when you recognize, well, doesn't matter how many doubts, how many fears, when you feel that, you know it will work out. You know, the vision was given to you for a reason. That goal, that idea, that dream was planted into you for a reason. No one else can bring it to life the way you can. Just know that. Because once you respect it to such a degree that you do everything it's in your power to make it grow in your life, it will grow. It will grow because no one else can bring it to life the way you can. And please remember this. Are you listening, my friend? This one, let it go to your soul. Hard days don't mean it's over. They mean you're in the process of becoming who you need to be. Remember this. Because at least I felt like that. I had some very good moments in my life, and then they stopped, and I thought it's over for me. I thought, okay, maybe it was just for that short period in my life, and now it's over. But then I've recognized it's all part of the journey, like ups and downs, breakthroughs and breakdowns. It's all part of the journey. Because I've noticed that the most growth, the greatest breakthroughs actually happened to me when I was at the bottom, when I was going through breakdowns. So it made me think like, okay, you know, all these moments when you're winning, they're nice and they're great. But they're there to enjoy life. So it's not just, it's not just growing and pushing through. But what really builds your soul is going through hard days. It's going through times when nothing makes sense and there's no support and it feels like nothing works out. That's what builds your soul, because that's when you really need to put into test what you've learned intellectually. Where you use your knowledge and really make it practical. Where you overcome your emotions even though you believe them. And you detach from what you feel to remind yourself that you're this awareness and your body is feeling emotions, but you're not what you feel. That's when you really put all this work into action. So know that hard days don't mean it's over. It means that you're growing. So sometimes decide to rest, but not to quit. You see, burnout isn't proof that you're not meant for this. It's proof that you're human. And it's okay. It's okay to slow down if you need to. It's okay to rest. I say that to you so many times that I feel I'm just repeating myself. But I know for me, most probably I'm saying that because I was so stubborn in my life. Like I knew I have to rest, but I was still pushing and pushing and pushing until I felt like I'm burning out, like it's too much. And then I took a good quality of rest and a breakthrough happened. So rest but don't quit, my friend. Rest but don't quit. Know that your pace is your own. So stop measuring your progress against someone else's timeline. Because no one walks the timeline of yours but you. It's yours alone. And therefore you can't compare yourself with anyone. And that's when you will find your peace of mind and your peace of heart. Because it will tell you that you are not in a competition. You are in the game called life. It's not a competition. It's just a playground. You can choose to be any character you want to be. You can choose to write any story you want to write. But it will always be your story. You can't compare it with anyone else. So when you talk with others or when you see others succeeding, you don't know when they've started. You don't know what they've been through. So you can't compare yourself with anyone. Once you really embody that, you will know that that's where you can find peace. You know, my friend, that the breakthrough is closer than it feels. I feel that most people quit right before things shift. And my message to you is, don't be one of them. Don't be one of them. The breakthrough is closer than it feels. And one great wisdom that I've learned on my journey is that I should celebrate all wins, even small ones. Sometimes a win is like I say to you, going through the day. Going through the day is already a success because, well, something could happen, right? If something more happened than just going through the day, well, celebrate all of that. Learn to celebrate your life. And I know it sounds too simplistic. And many times we don't take it really seriously, but learn to celebrate all of that. Because it's worth it. You see, I've learned in my life to notice small wins. Like, yeah, today I've made progress. Today I've answered these emails. Today I've called these people. Today I've finished this painting. Today I've, made this. Or today I was very kind to that person. Today I was a good support to this one. Or whatever it is. Notice small wins. Maybe today you were really a good parent. You were a good support to your kid, or you cooked a great meal, or you did your best at your work, or you've overcame a bad habit, or you became a bit kinder to yourself, or you've just catched yourself at something that in the past bothered you, and you prevented from going into this negative spiral. Those are all big wins, my friends. No, even small wins matter. Keep moving. Even if today's step is tiny. How many of you have survived every hard day so far? How many of you have survived every hard day so far? Because, well, I see you. You are here. Those are survivors. I see survivors here. You're built for this, my friend. You're built for this. You see, there's this saying, you've mastered the survival. Now it's time for you to learn to thrive. Now it's time for you to learn to thrive. Do you feel that? Because in third dimensional consciousness, we learn to survive. We learn to be in a competition, to actually motivate ourselves through a mindset of competing. So we feel driven to succeed, so we would be better than others, which is one way to grow, right? Through pain. But then when we evolve our consciousness into fifth dimensional consciousness, we recognize we're all one. So let's grow through an inspiration of what else is possible for me to become. That's how you go from survival to thrival. You start attracting more passion into your life. You start attracting more inspiration into your life. You start bringing more growth through inspiration and passion and joy. Through building skills, through mastery, through discipline. You become renewed. You allow the old you to die so the new you can be reborn. You kind of bury that old identity of yours, including your old habits and old beliefs, and you embody the new one that is born in love and peace and unity. Hello there. Welcome. My friend, your future self is already proud of you. So please keep going, because you're becoming the person you were meant to be. Yeah. It may sound cheesy sometimes, but I keep saying this to you because that's something I needed to hear when I was at the beginning of my journey. And actually these words changed my life, because I've noticed that more I'm detaching from the noises of the world, more I am connecting to the voice of my soul. And I'm recognizing this is what I've been built for. I love inspiration, so I need to inspire others. I love creativity, so I need to create. And one day this work will grow. And look at us. We've grown quite a lot. So, my friend, I'm proud of you. Doesn't matter where you are, what's your situation right now. I'm proud of you, because you're still here. And you have belief in yourself, even though you still have doubts. And sometimes you're like, it's tough. Yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But that's what makes you a tough person, right? They say smooth sea never made skilled sailors. So what I see is someone who's becoming skillful. And that's why I'm so proud of yourself, because you're not quitting, you're not giving up. The Matrix made people weak mentally and physically. That's why people find such a hard time just believing into themselves. We all find such a hard time believing into ourselves because we've been programmed, all conditioned into this way of thinking that we are no ones and we need someone outside of us to save us. While what you really need is to open your heart and notice that everything you need is already there. And it's okay to feel whatever you feel. But know that the compass of your heart never shows a wrong direction. The flame of life is burning strong in you, my friend. I hope that today's painting inspired you. To anyone who would like to get a print of it, go into AttractPassion.com and write in the search "The Flame of Life" and you will find it in different sizes. Thank you so much for your support. With that, you're supporting my mission, and I truly appreciate you for that. I will leave you here, my friends. Big thanks also for anyone joining to our Patreon community, where I've just posted a new guided meditation for abundance, for tuning into the energy, activating wealth in your life, and just getting into the stream of abundance. Very powerful one. I think one of the most powerful ones I've ever created. And I want to challenge anyone to do it for 30 days. Because I'm curious what will happen, because I'm sure you will make many breakthroughs. Check it out, and my friends, till next time, one love.